Hi everyone, welcome back. So today I'm going to be pruning my clump style birch pre-bonsai. So this wasn't intended to be a clump style bonsai, it was just 4 seedlings that I just chucked in this pot a couple of years ago, and they've all kind of merged together and actually sort of created a nice little clump of trees. So I've been pruning them to train it into a clump bonsai. And as you can see, they've grown like absolute mad this year, and we really need to prune them. They're just gone a bit out of control. So these are just normal silver birch, I believe, grown from seed. They're probably about 3 years old. They were just little 1-year-old seedlings when I put them in there, and they've all just merged together. The roots are tangled up, and I thought I'd just leave them as they are and just prune them and start training them. So I want to be quite drastic when I cut them back because they grow so fast. So I'll bring you in and show you. I'll give you a quick spin just so in case you guys see a better front than me. So that's sort of where I've decided the front will be. So I'll spin it around. We've got one small tree and the other 3 are a bit bigger, so I'm keen to put the small one at the back to add some depth. So let me know what you think. I'll bring you in and show you the trees a bit closer, and then we'll start pruning them. So this is the front I've decided on at the moment. I think they look quite nice from this angle. I'm not keen on the weird little hook out bit there, so I'm going to cut it back past that. So we've got lots of long shoots to prune back, and there's buds all the way down, so I can cut them back to basically wherever I want. And they are thickening up now. This one at the back's a bit smaller. We've got some gnarly looking roots in here. Definitely not the perfect root system, but it's kind of the look I'm going for. Here's the twisty sort of random. I don't mind if there's crossing roots and stuff, because that's just how they grow naturally anyway, these birch trees. So I think somewhere around there is a nice front. So I can see all 4 trees. We've got the small one at the back, filling in that gap. This one pokes out a bit more, so maybe somewhere around there. It's in a circular pot, so not 100% decided on the front. Doesn't matter too much at the moment. Also quite nice from this angle, even though we've got the smaller one at the front. We've got twisty roots and the moss growing around the base. So I'm going to prune them back quite hard, bring them down height, and then we can reduce the branches back, keeping the lower ones longer than the top and bring them into more of a conical shape. So the first thing I'm going to do is bring the 4 trunks into, so leave the middle one taller, cut the outside ones a bit shorter, and I'm going to get rid of this nasty crook here. So that's the first thing I'm going to do. Just cut them back to there. Leave a little stub. Same with the other side. Maybe leave it not exactly the same height, just to otherwise it'll look a bit funny. So I'll go to there on that one. And then the middle one leave taller. So maybe to around here. back one is a littler tree, so we'll cut it back shorter to around there. Hasn't really got many branches, so we just cut it to there for now. Take off all that. So I've got more or less the trunks into a triangular shape. So now all I'm going to do is cut back all this long growth, remove any dead bits, and then have another look. Okay, so I'm just going to do one tree at a time and start at the top. Just cut them back so that they're conical. So we'll cut this one right back. This one we can just cut right off to there, and then as I go down further I'll leave more of the branch on. Dead bit on there anyway, so that can come off. Dead bit there. So that's that tree done. That's all I would do. I'll do the middle one now. I'm just going to cut these quite severely back because we have buds all over the place. That branch has died. They do suffer from dieback with birch, so I'm not too worried. Take that one off to there. Another branch here, we'll cut it. Cut it back a bit more because it's shooting across. This branch is dead. Take that one back further. That's that tree done. This branch is mostly dead, so I have got a bud there which I will leave. When I'm cutting it, I'm looking for the direction that the buds are going as well. This branch is dead. And the back one we'll just cut back as well. This one's kind of coming out in front, so I'll cut it right there. So I'm essentially taking them back to almost sticks in a pot. This back one has a lower back branch, but I think it's too low, so I'm just going to take it off. They'll shoot out loads of new branches all over the place. And this one. So that's literally all I'll do. Okay, so there's really not much left now, but we've got some structure to the trees, and we'll let them grow again. Try and keep on top of pruning them next year so we can get some more sort of ramification going rather than just these long shoots that come off. But at the moment I'm really only looking at the first 6 or 7 inches of the tree at the moment, because I'm going to chop them down and put them in a bonsai pot at some point, so they won't be that big unless I let them grow and thicken so that we can do them bigger. But that's got them back under control for now anyway. So we've taken a majority of this year's growth off, but it's all whippy stuff. So we'll put that out of the way. Quite a lot there. I'm just going to pop them out of the pot quickly. tidy up the top of this soil. Get all these leaves out of the way. We'll just put them back in the pot, they can go underneath. They'll just break down, turn into soil. So the roots I'm not going to touch at the moment. But there is some problems. But like I said, I might just let them grow all twisty and gnarly anyway. A problem's only a problem if you don't want it there. So we've got roots twisting and shooting around all over the place, but then some trees do grow like that, so it might actually end up being quite nice if it's all random and twisty and gnarly. So I'm just looking at them now. I think I might need to reduce this one a little bit more. So I might do that. I'll just take it back to there for now. And this side one just down a little bit more. And back one, even though it's smaller, is actually taller than these at the moment, so I'll just cut it back a little bit more. Dip branch there. That one can cut back a bit more. And this one. We've got buds down here anyway. And you can see all along the trunks there's new branches waiting to come out. So if we can trigger them to grow, we can select all new branches and get rid of these at a later date. So I'm just keeping these to strengthen the trees at the moment. I think that's pretty good for now. I'll put a little layer of fresh soil in the bottom of this pot and put them back in the same pot probably, unless I can find a nicer one. Okay, so there's just one root I want to take off. You can see this one shooting across here. So it should be fine just to cut that off. It's not going to affect the tree. And we have got some really messy roots, but like I said, it adds character. And even this side's got a nice front. So I'm not going to take all this moss off yet. We'll have a better look at the roots when we repot it in the spring. It's just going back in here. I've just put some compost in there just to raise it up a bit. And then I'll just pop it back outside. And I'll keep you updated on it in the spring. We'll have another look. So again, haven't fully decided on the front, so if you see a nice front, let me know. I do like it from there. You can see all these twisty roots. But the problem is we've got this little tree at the front. So give me a one more spin of the tree before we put it back, just in case you guys spot a better side, better front. Don't know. Alright, so thanks very much for watching everyone. Hope you enjoyed today's video. Leave your opinions, comments down below. Thank you for subscribing. And I'll see you on the next one. Hope you're all good. See you later.